probably noticed that I've got a candle burning here. And this is for all of the children in the world. Asking for all children to be safe. I'm doing a project at the moment with children in Palestine. So these are some of the children in Palestine who are telling stories. I've been learning stories from children in Palestine for the last 5 years, and I'm writing a book about Palestinian stories. And there are 4 girls who all told me the same story, all told us the same story. And their names are Salma, Layan, Gana and Shatha. They all told the same story, and it's a very famous story. It's a short story, and I think you know this story. What do you call a big black bird? Do you know the name of a big black bird? Big one.
Crow.
A crow. Can you say crow, everybody?
Crow.
This is the story of the thirsty crow. Can you say it? Thirsty, when you need a drink. Okay, here we go. Story.
Please tell us your story.
There was a crow, and she was thirsty. The day was hot, and she had nothing to drink. It had been it hadn't rained for such a long time. And there she was flying, looking for water, and there was no sign. Down below, she saw a pot. Clay pot, and it was a tall, thin pot sitting on the stony ground. So the crow flew down, looked, and saw inside the pot there was some water. So she wanted to drink, and she put her beak down into the pot, but the top of the pot was too narrow, and the pot was high, and she couldn't reach the water at the bottom of the pot. She couldn't reach it. And she couldn't drink. Oh, she was so thirsty. But you know that crows are clever. Have you heard this story before?
No.
No? No. You know what she did? All around that pot there were stones. Small, round stones. And in English we call round stones pebbles. Can you say pebbles?
Pebbles.
A round stone is a pebble. So the crow, she picked up a pebble in her beak, and she put the pebble in the pot. Why? She picked up another pebble from the ground, and she put it in the pot. Why? She put another pebble in the pot. And you know what? The level of the water at the bottom of the pot started to get higher. She put a pebble in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. She picked up a pebble and she put it in the pot. And the level of the water got higher and higher and higher. And now the crow put her beak into the pot and she could reach the water. And she drank and drank and drank until she could drink no more. And then she opened her wings and she flew away. And the crow was no longer thirsty. And Layan and Shatha and Gana and Salma, they said, where there's a will, there's a way. It's an expression in English. Where there's a will, there's a way. Now, I don't know how to say that in German. I'm going to ask your teacher. How would you translate that phrase into German?
Wo ein Wille ist, ist auch ein Weg.
Is that a saying in German?
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Wo ein Wille ist, ist auch ein Weg.
Can you say that?
Wo ein Wille ist, ist auch ein Weg.
And in English, where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Thank you. Have you heard this story before?